What is up, everybody? It's me, Izzy, and with me is Josh, man. How you doing, Josh?
Hello.
Hello, everybody. We have a new Josh. As you can see here, in case you guys were wondering what's going on, Josh has a new look. So what? Okay, talk to me, Josh. What happened?
So the previous me was actually a scroll. So disregard anything I've said over the past 6 months.
Everything you said in the past 6 months. Anyway, man, how you been, man? It was a pretty busy weekend for us, wasn't it?
I would say it was busy for you. I just kind of hung out. But yeah, I've been good. I'm still healthy. I didn't catch COVID yet, so that's good.
You can't say that word online. You know they'll take us out for that kind of stuff. Yeah, I know, right? Tell me about it. So, dude, this weekend was Mocha Fest, and you joined us at Mocha Fest. So we were there at Mocha Fest, had a good time, got to talk to a couple of people there. Bro, Josh, who stole your hair? Dude, man, he went through the what is it? The Samsung treatment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the hair fairy stole my hair. They left me nothing.
They left you nothing. Yeah, Josh, he made the decision, but your hair grows pretty fast anyway, right?
It grows pretty fast. I don't know if it'll ever be that long again. That was a little
Really?
too long. Yeah, it was kind of
Oh
crazy.
wow. So a lot of stuff happened. Today we had a debut. We had a premiere. We had the premiere of the Blue Beetle trailer. Now I know you're not a trailer person. So did you watch anything?
So I went to put something on Twitch today, and it just showed up. So I've discovered that the actor is the same guy from Cobra Kai. So I think that's pretty
Okay.
cool. And I saw like a couple of scenes before I shut it off. So I
Before you
saw a
couldn't
little
take it?
bit. No, I literally closed the window as I didn't want to see the trailer.
Well, we got George Lopez, who's playing Blue Beetle's dad. He's probably the only guy, and Susan Sarandon, she's playing the villain. I don't know what to think about that because it looked really corny, but the rest of it looked really good. Like the costume is on point. It is a direct replica of the costume in the comic book, so I'm really happy to see that. Also, what was interesting enough is at the end of the trailer, they show 3 comic books. You know, what was one of them?
Was it Blue Beetle?
Well, they were all Blue Beetle, but
Oh,
they show Infinite Crisis, the debut of Blue Beetle. They show Blue Beetle issue number 1, the cover of Blue Beetle issue number 1, and they show Graduation Day.
nice. Which
Yeah,
issue?
well, they just show the first issue, I guess. So,
Okay.
what's up, Kenneth? How you doing, my man? So, a lot of other stuff on the other side of things because I cannot go without saying it was a wrestling weekend, and I know you are not a wrestling person, but did you hear all the stuff that's been going on, especially today?
No.
So, so it turns out during WrestleMania weekend, there was actually negotiations going on. And what ended up happening is that during those negotiations, you have Endeavor, who also they own the UFC. They purchased WWE. So WWE, as of today, has a new owner.
Wow.
And Vince McMahon is still at the helm. He's gonna still be in there and stuff. So yeah, it's a big day in wrestling. In wrestling, we just had WrestleMania, which night 1 was great. Night 2, not so much. But a lot of crazy things happened. Like Shane McMahon made a return, and he did a leapfrog, and when he dropped, he broke his quad as a result. And that was just like seconds into the start of the match.
So in wrestling, if someone gets a real injury, is that like a good thing? Is that like, wow, I saw a real injury, or is that
Well,
like,
there was multiple real injuries going on because that wasn't the only thing that happened. No, it messes up what's going on, messes up the story, to be honest, and you could tell something goes wrong. But here's the best part about it. You know who saved the day for that match?
was it John Cena?
No, John Cena. He lost earlier that day, but it was none other than Snoop Doggy Dogg. He saved the day with a people's elbow.
No way.
Not kidding. Go look it up. I guarantee you, it's gonna be hilarious when you see it. Anyway, we got some great guys watching. I don't want to ignore everybody. So we got three good nerds. What's going on, guys? Comics by the Bay. What's up? Marvel Matt, whatever Matt, Marvel Matt, all types of Matts. All right, how you guys doing, guys? Everybody, we're gonna have a fun show today. Lot of stuff to talk about. Again, if you haven't hit that like button yet, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, we do have membership tiers, and I still got some stuff I want to give away for it. So that's something's important. Another guy we have on the show, we got Sean S. Vaughn 82, who's going to have a show directly after us. So go check that show out afterwards. So I want to give him credit, right? Look at Snoop with the people's elbow. Yep, you got to see Snoop with the people's elbow. I guarantee you it's worth watching. That alone is worth watching. So let's go into the show. Let's get things started because there's a lot of stuff to get going on. And before I even get that started, I want to let everybody know I do plan on ending this show before 8 o'clock. And you know why, Josh, am I ending the show before 8 o'clock? Why I want to make sure I'm done before 8 o'clock? Tell me why, Josh.
You want to buy more of your more of your special comic book here, but this one's a Batman cover.
That's right. So Big Time Collectibles is going to release today Batman 900. You get pre-sales for Batman 900. Now, what's the big deal with Batman 900? Like the Superman covers, the foil covers that we've been getting with the logos, today they are going to drop the pre-sale at 8 p.m. So I do not want to be on the show at that time. And I want to be able to take advantage of a 10%, promo code Izzyverse10. So for those of you that want to get that book and you want to check that book out, go 8 o'clock tonight, bigtimecollectibles.com, and you're going to be able to utilize the promo code Izzyverse10 for 10% off while you try to get that Batman Platinum Edition. It's the Platinum, dude. It's gorgeous. I want to put
you're actually going to get one?
Well, according to what they're saying, they're limiting it to one per customer for the first 15 minutes, which I thought was weird. And they say it's bot free. So we'll see what happens. So I've gotten books from them before when this happened. So I'm crossing my fingers. I'm going to put my prayers. I'm going to put my prayers together. I'm going to say, Lord, please let me get that Batman Platinum.
Batman 900, just forgetting about the covers. Batman 900 is a big deal. So I'm happy that if there's anything to do a special cover for, it's Batman 900.
Exactly. So let's get this show rolling. Let's get this party started. And like always, we always do the trending comics first. So what's going on, everybody? And here's our trending comic books for this week. First things first, I gotta say what's up to Couching and Slouching with C Bizzle. What's going on, my guys? Whew, what a list here. So our first book, which we're going to talk about quite a bit, is The Terrifics. The Terrifics #1. This is a book that you could probably have picked up in a dollar bin until it was announced that James Gunn decided to tweet about it.
Not an actual show. He just tweeted it.
He just literally tweeted it. And what happens when whatever James Gunn tweets makes money for comic book shops. So anybody who has this book, which is currently, as it stands, is a $5 book, you could probably pick it up in a dollar bin. It was canceled pretty quickly. It didn't last long, but it features Mr. Terrific, Metamorpho, Plastic Man, and Phantom Girl. 3 characters that they're good characters. I enjoy every single one of them. I'm a huge Plastic Man fan. I think he was awesome. Oh, look at that, Couching and Slouching. He completed that run. Congratulations. You got something that somebody wants. Talking about dollar bin books, the next book is also what I will call a dollar bin book, and that is Paradise Court #1. Came out back in 2018. This was not a James Gunn tweet. However, I think this is the first time that I could think of a Zenscope comic is in the top, is trending. Have you ever heard of a Zenscope comic in a trending list? It's the first time for
And
me.
in all the weeks I've been doing this, never.
Even before that, man. All the weeks. But seriously, Paradise Court, it's first of all, it's Zenscope. So when you think of Zenscope, you normally think of fairy tales and all that stuff, right? Because they do pretty much fairy tale books, right? This one's kind of a little different. It's of course, it's a horror story, but it's a story of a gated community, right? And in this gated community are a bunch of serial killers. So to me, that sounds like just being in prison, but it's not
Yeah.
prison, right? So I don't know. So who knows? And there's Ralph. Our boy Ralph is there. No, but they are pretty books. Yes, I guess they are. So if you get a chance to watch Paradise Court #1, go pick it up. It's again another dollar bin book, man. A book that's not a dollar bin book, but is now getting some traction is John Wick #1. It's been 2 weeks since John Wick has come out. People love it. I personally love it. I think it was an awesome movie. This is the first time we get John Wick in a comic book, and that's really the main reason. The cover you're currently seeing is cover A. The cover that most people are clamoring for is the photo cover. So go to look for that one if you're going to find it. If you find it, pick it up, take it. It's yours. Go for it. Another dollar bin book. Oh my goodness. Talking about dollar bin books. Our next two books are like extremely dollar bin books. Dragon Lance #1. This came out back in the day of 1988 before you were a thought, right? Or were you? You were something. So, what's the importance of Dragonlance, Josh? What is Dragonlance? It's a TSR comic. I know it's
Yeah.
DC Comics with TSR, so it's from the world of Dungeons and
Well,
Dragons, or this is like
right. So
okay.
this is one of the first Dungeons and Dragons comics that DC put out, and they put out quite a few. Nowadays, IDW has a license, but and this is also it's either a continuation or an adaptation of a novel of the same name, Dragonlance. So if you're like, I'm sure everyone saw the movie this weekend, and they're like, "Wow, Dungeons and Dragons is great. Where do I start in the comics?"
Mhm.
This is a great place to start.
All right, so if you could probably find it in the comic book shop for $1. It's another dollar bin book, but it's an older book, so it comes back to 1988. So it might be a little hard to pick up. I don't think they had a large print run for this
No.
book. But speaking not a large print run, Cyber Frog. Again, another book I would have never guessed would be on this kind of list. Apparently, it's only here for one reason only, right? I
Okay.
don't even understand it, right? Its creator is very popular artist from the 90s who has dealt with some issues in the last couple of years. I'll just leave it at that. Controversial issues on his political stance on certain things. Ethan Van Scifer, he created this character and he appeared on a YouTube channel. That's the reason why this book is on the list, because he showed up on YouTube. I'm not kidding when I say that. I'm serious when I'm saying this. This is no joke. His appearance on YouTube caused this book to get some kind of a spike. It's like, oh yeah, he did Cyberforce. I gotta go pick that up. Just saying. I got nothing. I got nothing, man. You guys in the chat, let me know, what do we have here? What makes Cyberforce so great? Because it's Cyber Frog. It's like it's Kermit meets the Terminator. Because that's what he is, right?
Well, I haven't read the book, but maybe.
We chose superhero. So I don't know. I remember when it came out, but I was like, I ain't picking that up. A book that I did pick up when it came out back in 1995 was X-Files #1 by Topps Comics. Right? And look at him, Ralph. Cricket, cricket. No, we're talking about frogs, man. We're not talking about crickets.
Cyber Cricket.
Cyber Cricket. No, that's the sequel. Uh, all right. Back in 1995, X Files #1. Did you ever watch the X Files? I know you were young.
Yeah.
What?
No, I didn't watch it as a kid. I've caught reruns over the
Mhm.
years. X Files is cool. X Files is legit.
I remember watching the movie. My wife was really into X Files. I kind of like jumped in afterwards, but I was never really involved in it. But I liked the movie. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. And now there is rumors that Ryan Coogler, the director behind Black Panther movies, he is thinking about rebooting the X Files with a more diverse cast. So
Yeah, it's time to get some fresh young actors and actresses in there.
come on, you don't love our characters right now. What's his name? What's his last?
Duchovny.
Yeah, come on, I love that guy. And who
No,
doesn't love
no,
Mulder?
they're great, but I think part of X Files is questioning and searching for truth. And at a certain point, it's like, dude, you're 60 years old. Like, you had your chance to find the truth. Let's get someone else a little more curious than you.
Yeah. Another book that's making the list right now is, I guess it's because a lot of people are having difficulties trying to get the first appearance of Deadpool. So why not get the book that kind of made him into the star he is today? And that is Deadpool #1. This is the book that came out back in 1997. This was Joe Kelly who decided to reinvent Deadpool to the Merc with the mouth that we know today. So that's why this book is here. It also features the first appearance of Blind Al, and Cannon Father is also part of this book. So you go check it out. The book currently ranks for about $50. So if you can't get New Mutants 98, go look for this one. And I'm pretty sure it might take some time to find it, but you'll find it. Right. Another book that's on this list here is War of the Realms: New Agents of Atlas. This one features a whole bunch of first appearances. So it's like a multi-key book, which there is a rumor that they're now going to be somehow involved in the MCU. So we're talking about some characters that we're going to see in the MCU, and that's the reason why the Agents of Atlas are in this book. We got the first appearance of Luna Snow, Crescent and Low, Arrow, Wave, a female Filipino superhero, Sword Master. All these characters make their debut in that book. All right. So Ralph, I think Scooby-Doo should have an X-Files. Oh, you don't even want to talk about Scooby-Doo, man. We're going to talk about Scooby-Doo later, man. So, yeah, Scooby-Doo. All right. Where are you, literally? Then we have another classic book, Thor 169. This features the origin of Galactus, but it's the first mention of the creeping plague that will later be developed at Black Winter. So I'm not entirely certain about that, but this book is gunning for $250. Have you ever heard of the creeping plague before? I don't recall the creeping plague.
It sounds like no, I'm not gonna make that joke. But no,
Not this week, at least.
No, I haven't heard of the Creeping Plague. Cool band name, I suppose.
I suppose, right? A book that is getting a lot of steam right now is Avengers 52. This features the first appearance of the Grim Reaper, who happens to be the brother of Wonder Man. Do you know why this book is here?
Well, they're making a Wonder Man show, right? So anything Wonder Man.
Yes, they are making a Wonder Man show, and this being the first appearance of the Grim Reaper, they did have rumors that actor Dimitris Grossi, I think that's how you say his last name. My apologies if I screwed it up. He's been cast to play the Grim Reaper. You know him from The Walking Dead. So there's that list. Let's go to the next part of the list. All right, Star Wars canon, The Last Padawan, issue #6. We talked about this book last week. There are rumors that, in Osaka, right? No, I say Osaka. Oh, man. I can't wait till 8 o'clock, guys. What's the name of? Tell me.
That's got to be in the Hall of Fame of names you've mispronounced. I don't.
I know, right? Ahsoka. I know it's Ahsoka. I just. I need my dinner, man.
Yeah. You need something.
I need something. All right. All right, so this book we talked a little bit about it last week. Yeah, it's in Japan. Yes, of course, Ralph. It's in Japan. So this book is in the list. What's up, TM Nerdy? How you doing, my man? All right, so that book is there. We feature a couple of first appearances. This has the first appearance of multiple characters. Again, we talked about it last week. Another book that's in this list here is Teen Titans, New Teen Titans issue 21. This came back way back in 1982. Features the first appearance of Blood or Blood, Mother Mayhem, Baron Winters, a cameo. I love this one. Listen to this one. First cameo appearance of the Monitor, voice only. So a cool comic book, voice only.
That counts.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we got to say happy birthday to Scotty. Happy birthday, dude. It's your birthday.
Congratulations. Yay! How old are you now?
Well, maybe he'll tell us in the chat. Maybe we'll find out a little later. But happy birthday to our good friend Scotty. That is S. Vaughn. 82. All right, moving forward, we have now on our list here who I screwed up. No, I didn't screw it up. I did not screw up. I take that back. I did not take that back. Spider-Man #1. This is the first meeting of Peter Parker and Miles Morales. I love how the caption says briefly.
They're on the cover together too. It's like, how brief could it have been?
It was that brief. It was like, whoo. I love how the cover has them without their mask, as if we can't tell who's who.
That's a really great point. I wonder why they decided to
maskless. You know what I mean? It's not like it's a movie poster, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like if it was a movie poster, I understand, because these actors want to get paid so that their face could show up. That's the whole reason why we see their faces in movie posters. If you ever wonder why is it you always see the face of the actor rather than them with their mask, that's your reason. There's only some people that can't get away with it, like the Hulk. Like, it's his face, but he's green.
Darth Vader. But it's also like, if you ever notice in like spy movies or whatever, whenever someone's on the run or they're like trying not to be found, they never wear like a hood or a mask. They're just walking out in plain sight. It's because you want to see the actor's face. I think Jason Bourne is the worst about this. He never ever hides his face.
But I remember seeing the first Avengers poster, and I was like, why isn't I seeing them with? Why do I see all the even Iron Man? Yeah, for God's sake.
Down, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, come on. So, oh well. So moving forward, we have Amazing Spider-Man 78. This features the first appearance of the Prowler. We know the Prowler is in relationship to Miles Morales. That book is there. $550 high value. That's pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then we have the Incredible Hulk 271. This features the first cover appearance of Rocket Raccoon. Tickets just went on sale for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I actually didn't pick up the tickets because the movie theater I normally go to doesn't have them on sale just yet. So I'm like, I might end up going to a different theater, but I like the theater I go to, so I want to go there. All right. So that's a good key. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin issue #1 is also on this list. Wow, it's going for like $60 now. I didn't notice that. There is rumors that they're going to make a video game out of this series, so there's excitement there. Speaking about a book that's getting more traction than usual. Well, always getting traction. Batman Adventures issue #12. This features the first appearance of Harley Quinn in comic books. The whole reason for this was the whole Lady Gaga sighting of her as Harley Quinn. So images and video has come out already online of it. What's your thoughts? Did you at least see the images?
No, I know what she looks like.
Oh. So you have not seen the images of her. So all it is just Lady Gaga with like a little bit of paint in her face, and then she has an outfit that's reminiscent of Harley Quinn. It's not exactly Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I mean, did looking at that image change your life in any way?
Absolutely. I'm a completely different person now as a result.
Oh, well, I guess I'm missing out then. But
yeah, there you go. Next book here is a book that came out last week. It is Star Wars Return of the Jedi, Jabba's Palace #1. This is the Alex Maleev cover. Did you think that this was the hot book of the bunch?
Um, no, and the story
Really?
itself is the story itself is like kind of medium. It's just okay.
Yeah.
The art's pretty good, but I wouldn't have expected a one shot to be on the top 20.
But not even because of this cover, because it's a Boba Fett cover. So anything Boba Fett's gonna sell.
I think Alex Maleev is underappreciated. His stuff doesn't sell as well as
Mhm.
his talent demands. So now, even though this is a ratio too, um,
Mhm.
no, I didn't see this coming.
Okay. Talking about DNC coming, but should have. Action Comics 1053. This is the Nathan Zersey cover. Um, yeah, the 1 in 25 cover. There was other covers that came out. This is the one that everybody's hunting for. All right. Speaking about books that people are hunting for, the Harley Quinn 28, the 1 in 25, the Dan Mora cover. That's the one that people are looking out for. I personally like the other one, the Harley Quinn and the Land of Nightmares. I think that one was a better cover. And I love Dan Mora. Don't get me wrong. I love me some good Dan Mora. But I was like, that was cooler in comparison. This is more of a pinup to me. That's all. Anyway, those are your key collector trending books. Now let's go over to CBSI and see what are the top 10 with for them. Wow, issue number 10, talking about throwback 90s, Gen 13. Woo! Do you even recall Gen 13 and how big they were at one time?
No recollection.
Okay, Gen 13, when they came out, it was considered the hottest Image book. Like, it was hotter than Spawn at one time. That's how big it was, right? And largely because of J. Scott Campbell. This is the book that kind of like defined him, right? He finally showed up, and now here we are, right? So he should be issue 0, not 1. I think this one came out first. I know which one you're talking about, Nora, in issue 0. Issue 0 has a nice Jim Lee cover. I happen to have both. Mine's are signed too, so I'm really happy about that. Yeah. Um, so yeah, Gen 13 was huge at its time, man. Go look it up. It's really fun group. A bunch of teenagers with special powers. At one time, they were called Gen X, but a certain company said no, 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 and then they changed it from Gen X to Gen 13. So, all right, hey, what's up, Manny? Manny, the Hobgoblin collector. How you doing? What's going on? All right. So that one's there. Another book that's here that's not a comic book, it's actually a magazine, and that is Comic Scene 31. This is similar to, I guess you could say this was a book that was in competition with Wizard Comics, but this was more traditional comic magazine. This book apparently is demanding a lot because, like Marvel Previews 95, this is what people say is the first Harley Quinn. I don't know. I don't get it. I think it's just whatever. It's a magazine. You know what I mean? It's a magazine.
Yep.
Right? Harley Quinn 28, the Dan Mora cover. We talked about that earlier. Is number 8. Tim Drake Robin issue number 7. The Surge Acuna 1 in 25. It's a shirt of it's a cover with Robin without a shirt.
Yep.
That's it. That's all it is. That's it. Nothing too important. No One issue number 1. This one's getting some demand here. The story that continues into a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of one of the reasons why it's getting some demand. I did pick it up. I didn't get a chance to read it yet. Did you get your copy? Did your copy finally come in?
It should have came today. I don't know what's up with the mail, but it should come today or tomorrow.
They're probably going to tell you, well, we're sorry, we don't really have your book anymore. We decided to sell it for a larger.
I checked. It's shipped, but that is always a word. Yes.
Yeah. All right. So next book on this list is Paradise Court number 1. This book again is the first Zensco copy. We see it's there. What's going on? We are Legion. How you doing, my brother? All right. Excited for that Batman book that's coming out today. I know I'm going to work on trying to get my copy, so I'm excited. All right. Also on our list here for number 4, All-Star Comics 58. There's a lot of love for Power Girl right now. Like, it's like Power Girl's all over the place. Mm-hmm. Right? I don't get it personally. Well, I do get it, but you know what I'm saying. It's just like there's just a lot of love for Power Girl right now, and I think maybe there's some comparisons to the Flash movie, even though it's a different character. I don't know. I can't. It's hard to say, but yeah, first appearance Power Girl issue number 58. Number 3 is Meet the Skrulls, issue number 1. This book is now getting some traction because we also did get a trailer today. We got the trailer from Secret Invasion, which features a character which we do believe is going to be Guyana. I believe it's how you said it. And this will be her first appearance. So that's why this book is in this list now. Also, number 2, the Terrifics. We all know, already talked a little bit about the Terrifics. James Gunn says it. Everybody buys it. That's it. All right. And number 1 is the Will Jack Foil 1 in 1,000. You heard it right, guys. 1 in 1,000. 1053, which features the cover with Power Girl. So there was only limited to 1,000 copies of this book. So it's not a 1 in 1,000. It's 1,000 copies were issued. Now this book is long gone. You had to pre-order it to get it. So that's your CBSI top 10. Let's go ahead and move on and talk a little bit about the Cover Price. So Cover Price released their top 10 today. So we get to see what's in their top 10. Starting with number 10, The Last Ronin. That book is now, they had a graded sale for $500. Would you believe that?
Yeah, no. Turtles are, they just don't have big print runs. So if you're looking for Turtles books, you're gonna have to cough up some money.
Yeah, but for 9.8, $500, that's pretty steep for a book that just came out not that long ago. It's not that it hasn't been out for that long, so that's a lot.
Yeah,
our next
Last
book,
Ronin is also, like, from what I understand, I haven't read it. People say this is like the best.
It's awesome.
Turtles.
I heard a lot of good stuff, so a lot of people like it. Number 9, Dungeons and Dragons: The Saturday Morning Adventures. This cover C, Tim Levin's cover, is the one that people are looking for. This book is demanding about $70 right now, and obviously hot because of the Dungeons and Dragons movie. A lot of people have enjoyed it. It knocked out John Wick from the top spot. What? But next week, man, I don't think Dungeons and Dragons is gonna be number 1 next week.
You don't believe?
I don't believe it will be number 1 next week. I think a certain plumber will be number 1 next week. All right. Number 8, Deceased, War of Gods, issue number 7. The Ben Oliver Purple Rain homage is in this list. Of course, going for $15. And yes, I do have it on eBay right now, Josh. Oh, by the way, a bid was placed for Deadly Neighborhood Spider-Man. I got a bid. Somebody wants it. Congrats, so I might actually sell. Yeah, man, I'm happy. I finally got a sale, man. I've been waiting for that thing to go. And it's no longer, it had to just get out of the Cover Price list, right? That's what it was. Yeah. So, all right. Number 7, again, we got the Star Wars Return of the Jedi, Jabba's Palace, the Alex Maleev 1 in 25. No One is number 6. Harley Quinn 28, the Dan Moore cover, is number 5. Avengers 52 is number 4. Dragon's Lance is number 1. Meet the Skrulls, number 1 is number 2. And the number 1 book from Cover Price is The Terrific, which is now demanding about $28. That was the last sale price for The Terrific. So those are your top 10 for Cover Price. Any thoughts?
Yeah, those mostly the same stuff across all the lists. Mm-hmm. Dungeons and Dragons, because of the movie pump, that's going to be obvious. Mm-hmm. So yeah, pretty standard.
All right, so let's go ahead and start talking about the books for this week. Okay, now we're going to get started with Marvel Comics. In Marvel Comics, we have 17 titles, man. They just don't give up, even though everybody's unfortunately getting let go.
Different division, right? Or no?
Is it? I'm not even sure. Is Marvel Entertainment relationship to the Marvel Comics? Because I know Marvel Studios works different.
Marvel Comics is under Marvel Entertainment, but that also includes like all the merchandising, the animation, stuff like that.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how things are going with Marvel. But we got 17 titles over at Marvel Comics. We got a few to talk about. Well, I went a little too fast there. Did I? There we go. That's where we're supposed to be. Number one, there's only one book that is a number one for Marvel Comics, and it's a new imprint, 20th Century Studio Comics. And their first book is going to be Planet of the Apes, issue number one. Josh, do you like those damn dirty apes?
No, I mean, I understand they're like a big part of sci-fi movie history, and then they had like a new one, which probably they had like a whole trilogy, right?
Yeah, man, and it's good.
Sure. I mean, to me, its biggest contribution is the apes together strong meme. But apart from that, I don't really care about apes.
You don't care about apes, man.
We got enough problems with humans here.
Okay, so Planet of the Apes is coming out this week. It's been years since we've actually had a Planet of the Apes comic book. So I'm curious to see what people's thoughts of this book. So you guys in the chat, man, let me know if you're interested in Planet of the Apes. If there's any spec with Planet of the Apes, I'm going to pick up an issue just because I'm going to pick up an issue. And if the story is good, then I'll keep reading it. Simple as that. You know what I mean? So Planet of the Apes issue number one comes out this week. Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man issue 23 comes out this week. We're getting closer to find out what Peter did. Right? Also, I'll talk a little bit more. There is a special variant for this book.
Of course there is.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. But again, we're going to continue Spider-Man 23. We're going to continue this story, find out where it's taking us. We'll wait and see, right? Venom issue 18 is also out this week. And Spider-Man issue 7. Now, you thought this was an April Fool's joke, didn't you?
It's true.
And I told you it wasn't. What is it that's going on in Spider-Man issue 7?
We have a debut of a new character. Oops.
There you go. Got so excited.
I'm just so like frazzled because they hyped this up. They said like, oh, this is going to be amazing. This is a brand new character. Everyone's going to love this new character, and it's Spider-Boy. Like out of all the uncreative, derivative, most basic idea they could have come up with, they just said, okay, we're gonna make a Spider-Boy. And like you said to me, you're like, isn't Spider-Man supposed to be young? Isn't that the whole problem with Marvel? They don't want to get him married because he's supposed to be young. So who knows? Like who
so this Spider-Boy, is he gonna be like 8 or something?
I don't know. And it looks like he's wearing like some shoe brand. The name is escaping me right now. Yeah. Everyone is like, well, wait a minute. How can he stick to things if his shoes are too thick? It's just to me.
Miles wears Jordans. Miles wears Jordans, man.
I think for Miles though, they have a different explanation for his stickiness. Okay. But Peter, since the very beginning, he's always been unable to like wear boots because otherwise he can't stick to walls. Maybe that's changed. Maybe that changed off panel. But
now it is important to note that with this book, it's written by Dan Slott with art by Humberto Ramos. There is a signing this Thursday at Midtown Comics downtown of Dan Slott, and he will be signing this book, in which I do plan on being there, and I might pick up some extra copies for you guys that are watching. So stay on the lookout for that because it is, I don't know what to think of it personally. And like you said, it's just another one. Did you know that Spider-Boy, this is not the first actual appearance of a Spider-Boy character? Did you know that?
That doesn't surprise me because it's the most basic idea.
Yes, but Spider-Boy's first true appearance was a comic book called Spider-Boy #1. Okay. I'm not kidding when I say this. I'm not joshing you, Josh. Back in the 90s, the late 90s, Marvel and DC created a imprint together called Amalgam, right? Amalgam. Yeah. Amalgam. Thank you. Amalgam Universe, and one of the books was Spider-Boy. So does DC have something to say about this?
So was that supposed to be Spider-Man plus a boy character from
DC? Spider-Man Superboy, and it was done by Mike Ringo, who's no longer with us. But yeah, that's Yeah, there you have it. Spider Boy. If you really
Maybe
want a
it's
Spider Boy,
maybe it's the same character.
no, it's not. Ghost Riders 13. This features Weapon X Dan Keach. I'm excited for that book. First of all, I'm excited just to pick up that cover because I think it's really cool seeing him with the Weapon X helmet. So go pick that book up. Wolverine 32 is also out this week. Scarlet Witch issue number 4. Immoral X-Men issue number 3. Also, you have Captain America Sentinel of Liberty issue 11. Rogue and Gambit issue 2. Cosmic Ghost Rider issue 2 also comes out, as well as Spider-Gwen issue 2. Yeah, I'm with you, Nora, man. Exodus is such a cool character. He's just so cool looking to me. So I always like Exodus. Yeah, I'm glad they brought him back too, man. Especially right now, we got the Passover this week, so why not bring back Exodus? You know what I'm saying? All right, Joe Fixes issue number 4. The Avengers War Across Time issue number 4 as well. And I Am Iron Man issue 2, all debuting this weekend's coming out this week. All right, so those are your Marvel books. Let's move over to DC, which, oh no, I'm sorry, I forgot. We do have some Star Wars books, right? Star Wars issue. This is not issue 3, guys. My apology, is issue 33. And Star Wars The Hidden Empire issue 5. Have you been enjoying The Hidden Empire?
Yes, it has Kira in it. On a good day, they actually make her look like Olivia Clark, so that's always a bonus. And this is the last issue of this miniseries. So if you've been waiting, yeah, I'm sure they'll make something else. But this is the last issue of Hidden Empire.
So they're gonna make the next one, which is called The Other Hidden Empire.
Well, so far they've had Crimson Reign, now Hidden Empire. So I don't know. Who knows? They'll come out with something.
All right, there's your Marvel titles for this week. Let's move over to DC with 9 titles. I don't think DC has 9 titles. Yes, it is 9 titles. I apologize. There's something else going on. So starting with Adventures of Superman John Kent issue number 2. That book is out this week. Batman 134. Flash 796. We're getting closer and closer to Flash 800. I'm really excited for that. All right. Batman and the Joker, The Deadly Duo, issue number 6. Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue 7. Poison Ivy, issue 11. And Icon versus Hardware, issue number 2. Fables 158. And Scooby-Doo, Where Are You, 121. All right. Did you hear what happened to Scooby-Doo? There was a Scooby-Doo and Crypto movie that was supposed to happen, and it was canned.
Oh man,
that's
so horrible to hear.
Well, it was also leaked. There's a copy of it. There was a copy of this movie somewhere.
The whole movie?
Yes.
Wait, so they finished the movie? This is like a Batgirl situation, right?
This is worse.
This is worse.
Because the Batgirl, I think the Batgirl girl wasn't fully finished. It was filmed, but it wasn't like the special effects and all that stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Finalized. No, this movie's finalized, but it was leaked because it was a tax write-off. They took it out, but yet we got Velma. They said this movie was good too.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want to see Scooby-Doo and Crypto? I'm just saying.
If you don't like Scooby-Doo and Crypto, you hate dogs.
You have it here first, guys. You hate dogs? Don't you? Moving on to Image titles. I'm trying to go quick today, man. I'm trying to go quick.
Doing a great job, man. Keep it together.
Probably a cat lover.
Yeah. For a bunch of cat lovers. That's why we get so many cat woman covers.
Right. It's 17 titles for Image titles. Image is loaded this week with books. Let's go ahead and see what's coming out for Image. We have Junk Rabbit. So if you don't like cats and you don't like dogs, how about some rabbits? You want some rabbits? You get a Junk Rabbit. So that book is coming out this week. I'm curious. I'm going to pick up Junk Rabbit. You going to pick up Junk Rabbit? Why not?
Yeah, it looks like Ninja Funk to me.
It looks like Ninja, but it might be better because it's from Image. I'm
It
just
might be
saying,
worse because there's no way to know.
yeah, that is also true. I'm just saying, Then we have Mika Andorfo's. Did I say it right? Andorfo.
I can't read that font. It's too
Sweet
small.
Paprika, Sweet Paprika, Black, White, and Pink, issue number 1. This is just another one of the Sweet Paprika stories. Another book that's coming out. Hey kids, comics. Schlock of the New. This is volume 3 by Howard Chacking, who is obviously an indie giant in the industry. So go check that book out. Saga issue number 63 is also out this week. All right. King Spawn 21, Stillwater 18. I do believe this is the final issue of Stillwater. So that's what I understand. And people really loves those horror books. Nightclub issue number 4 is out this week, and Love Everlasting issue 6. Also, I Hate This Place issue number 7. Radiant Pink issue number 4. Kaya issue number 7. This is the start of a new story arc. And Hell to Pay issue number 4. Then we have Savage Dragon 265, Blood Tree 3, and The Walking Dead Deluxe issue 60. So those are your Image titles for this week. Moving on to our other indie books. Again, there's a lot of indie titles going on, but you got Boom Studios with 3 titles. Scott Comics has 8 titles scheduled. IDW has 3 titles. Blood Moon Comics has 8 titles scheduled. Dark Horse Comics has 5 titles scheduled, and Dynamite Entertainment only has 2 titles. I'm kind of shocked all these, the way it's even working out this week. But let's go ahead and check out Boom Studios. Starting with Baraya issue number 4, Magic the Gathering issue 25, and Mosley issue number 3. Those are your Boom Studio comics. Scott Comics, we have a book that I am excited for, and I got to do it. Woo! Codename Ric Flair. I knew it all along. I knew he was a secret agent. So, Josh, are you going to pick up Ric Flair?
No, I'll just get it from you when you're done with it.
You think I'm going to give you my Ric Flair comic?
I didn't say you were going to give it to me.
Well, I'm going to let you in on something. There is a foil 1 in 1,000 Ric Flair book. It's a metal. It's not a foil. It's a metal.
So what are we thinking? There's going to be 10 of these?
There's going to be 50. Because Ric Flair.
You think retailers are going to order 50,000? Not only they're going to be at like some combination, like just for the stores that meet that cap, 50,000.
50,000 issues of Ric Flair.
And
that's it. Everybody's picking it up. Jeff Flying, wheeling and dealing, son of a gun.
I don't know how well you think the comic industry is doing.
Because you know how wrestling comics do, man. They sell out.
50,000? 50,000 with like there was we don't have the numbers anymore. It's not like it used to be.
No,
50,000 would be like a top 10 book these days.
50,000 would be like the number 1 book of the week. Of course not, man. But
yeah.
I think it's gonna draw attention. So it's Ric Flair. Ric Flair always draws attention. So, we'll see what happens. Also from Scott Comics, you have the Shepherd, the Tether. No, I said Teeter. Tether. Unicorn Vampire Hunter. Interesting. Carmen Courageous, number 1. Those we have a lot of number 1s for Scott. Also, All the Devils Are Here, number 1. I'm gonna stay away from that book. Just saying. Eternus issue number 4. Kinsun issue number 2, and The Bones of the Gods issue number 4. I don't even remember this book to have 4 issues already. Do you remember The Bones of the Gods?
Maybe
I don't remember.
They're going in reverse, you see.
I don't know, maybe.
Would that be a cool gimmick to release issues in reverse?
They did that already. DC did that.
They did? Oh, with Countdown?
0. But was Countdown like that? But Zero Hour was like that.
0 hours like that.
Yeah, it was backwards. So, yeah. All right, IDW have 3 books. You have Breath of the Shadows, #3, My Little Pony 11, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, The Dog of War. I don't know what to think about this. This is another dog book.
If you don't buy this book,
You hate dogs.
dogs.
You hate
Yeah.
dogs. So you got to get yourself some Deep Space Nine. I'm just saying to myself, why would they make a dog book? I want to know what's the deal with Star Trek and this dog. Is there
It's
something
not.
important about this dog?
It's probably not a real dog in space.
It's not a real dog.
It's probably someone's name, like their nickname.
Okay, Ralph. Ralph the dog. All right, moving on. Blood Moon Comics. Now, with Blood Moon Comics, they have several books scheduled to come out. Will they all come out? I don't know. Only time will tell. Hone of Orcs, issue 1 and 2. Usher of the Dead, The Evil That Men Do. Oh, look, Samuel's really happy about his My Little Pony. There you go. People love ponies, man. My daughter loves ponies. She still collects them. She paints them. She does all sorts of stuff. It's really cool. Usher of the Dead, The Evil That Men Do. I'm not feeling that cover. That cover kind of looks weird to me, but we'll see. Titan Mouse of Might, issue #3. And then you have Northern Blood, issue 2 and 3 scheduled. Cover The Dead with Lime. That's a very interesting title. Is there something you're supposed to do? Are you supposed to cover the dead? We need to speak to an Undertaker to find out if this is something they do.
Talk to a professional.
It's like, I'm gonna go to my local funeral home. It's like, hey, do you use lime for the dead? I'm just curious. You know,
Maybe in Mexico.
maybe. I'm not even going. And Sulphur's Wells, issue #6 for Blood Moon. Then we have Dark Horse Comics. You have hair. If you hate dogs, you got to pick up Hairball. This is a book for all you dog haters. Hairball #1.
You got to pick a side, everybody. Cats and dags.
You just said dags?
Yeah, dags. That's what I said.
How many minutes left we got to the show? All right. Where Monsters Lie, issue #3. Skulls and Bones, Savage Storm, issue #2. And The Witcher, The Ballad of Two Wolves, and Koche in Hell, issue #4. Over at Dynamite. Disney Villain Scar #1. I'm not going to lie. I think this is a banger of a cover.
Oh, the A cover? Out of all 50 covers.
Out of all, I want to get the live action cover though.
Okay.
They made a live action, well, kind of made a live action Lion King movie. Why not make the live action comic? Take an image from the movie, you know? But come on, look how nice that is. Look at the artwork, man. That looks really good. Looks really sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or Sweetie Candy Vigilante, issue #5. Both from Dynamite Entertainment. So I want Scar. I'm getting Scar. I like Scar. He's one of my favorite villains. You know what I mean? He was right, by the way. He should have taken the throne.
Scar did nothing wrong.
No, he's awesome. All right. Then you have another company. Now, this company is not an old company. If anybody knows of Captain Canuck, that's where Comic House comes from. So Comic House is from Captain Canuck, and they're releasing a lot of books this week. So Canuck Beyond, issue 3. West Coast Canuck, issue 2. The Greatest Name in Comics, Daredevil, issue 3. Silver Streak, Silver One, issue 3. And that's coming out for Comic House. Zenscope, again, who knows? These may be sleeper hits, guys. Robin Hood, Crawling Chaos #1. All right. Mystery and Annual Spawn of Abyss #1. And Cinderella versus the Queen of Hearts, issue #1. All these books are coming out for Zenscope. Antarctic Press has Planet Comics issue 16, Horror Comics issue 21, and Manga Z issue #9. And we have, Red 5 Comics has Fallen #2, Maven Rising Warrior #2, The Atonement Bell issue #4. And Sumerian, How I Became a Shoplifter, issue number 3. Now, Cole is enjoying this book. So I have issue 1. I haven't had a chance to read it, but I do want to read it and see how it is. And then you have a new number 1, Never Ender, The Final Duel, issue number 1. And over at Mad Cave Studios, you have Nature's Labyrinth, issue number 5, and Mad Cave Studios Legacy Battle Cats, issue number 4. Battle Cats. I'm telling you, man, we got a theme going on here. Cats or dogs?
Mm-hmm.
Now we got Battle Cats. All right. CEX has 7 Years in Darkness and Sereno, issue number 2. Now, did you get Sereno, issue number 1?
I did.
How do you like it?
The art was really good. The writing, so the problem with the writing was the book's originally in Italian. So what you got, the copy I got was a translation.
Mm-hmm.
Translation was okay. So I think a little bit of a missed opportunity there, but overall it's good. It's worth picking up.
So you want to get the Italian version? That's what you're trying to say?
Yeah, you got to learn Italian to read it in the original. That's what you got to do.
Okay, that's good to know. All right. Over at Opus Comics, you have Frank Frazella books. So Frank Frazella, Death Dealer, issue 11, and Frank Frazella, Tales of Science Fiction and Science and Fantasy, issue number 1. Then we have Comixology original comics that are also coming out this week. You have Barnstormers, issue number 5, and Grammaton Punch, issue number 2. So if you want to get physical copies from these originals, then they're coming out this week. Over at AC Comics, you have FemForce 200 and Super Babe starring FemForce, issue 14. AC Comics, man, they go way back, man. They go way back. Then we have some single issues coming out from different other indie companies. Vault is having The Nasty, number 1. I'm interested in that one for sure. Samurai Doggy, issue number 5. Traveling to Mars, issue number 5 is also out. Traveling to Mars, I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about Traveling to Mars. So that's a pretty good book. And Rebellion has 2000 AD, issue 2326. All right.
We got to get samurai doggies to fight the battle cats.
There you go. I'm telling you, man, the cats and the dogs, man, they're on war this week. And then Scar.
Well, Scar's a cat.
Yeah, he's a cat. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. All right. What's up, fam? What's up, Comic Vet? How you doing? All right. And then we got Invader Comics with Back to Ferritalia, issue number 4, and Lycan's Girls Night, issue number 1 from Band of Bards. They got some really good books. Band of Bards always had some great books. I've been enjoying the Coins of Judas. That's a good book. Then you have Ahoy Comics with Second Coming, Trinity number 1, and Storm King Publications, I believe that says, John Carpenter's Tales of Science Fiction, The Envoy, issue number 2. All right. And then we have finally Maple Terrence by Uncivilized Books, issue number 1. Battle Quest Comics, The Trident of Ariola, issue 3. And another company that I'm not familiar with is Fantacope Enterprise for Dr. Corvus, Children of the Abyss. And good friends of the channel, it's Black Box Comics, Dream Master, issue number 4. How you been liking Dream Master?
It's good. It's good. I think this is the last issue.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry to see it end, but hopefully we get a good, nice conclusion.
Yeah, and just to mention it to everybody that are watching, Black Box Comics are friends of the channels. They do provide us with a promo code if you ever want to buy some Black Box Comics and they don't ship the comics in your shop. You could go ahead and buy it at blackboxcomics.net. We get 10% off your comics with promo code IV10. Okay, so go check that out. All right. That takes care of our list for today. Any good books for you?
Yeah, there's some good books. I mean, I just want the Spider-Man plot, the current plot, to finish so we can move on to other things.
Yeah.
There's some good books here and there.
All right, so let's see what you got, man. I want to take a look at what you got there. So with that said, let's go ahead and get this ready so we could talk about your picks of the week. All right, Josh, we got some picks here. Let's see what you got in your list.
All right. Well, we had to get the Mysterio variant, the timeless variant with Mysterio on the cover for Spider-Man. That was the only good one.
Oh, come
uh,
on. There's another one. There's one better than that one.
Man, that's okay. Uh, oh, you mean the sketch variant for this, right? No.
The 1 in
uh,
100 sketch variant.
yeah, yeah. Flash has been good. We'll see. Yeah, every issue in an ongoing is probably ending on a cliffhanger, but for sure these have been
Mhm.
more so doing that.
Yeah.
Joe Fix is continuing 4 out of 6.
Mhm.
Scarlet Witch has been great. Looking forward to that.
I
Spider
see.
Gwen
So,
#2.
what's your thoughts on that?
So this is like when people complain about the constant starting over at #1.
Mhm.
Spider Gwen is like the prime example where between the last, I think it was like Spider Gwen verse or whatever
Mhm.
was her last series,
Yeah.
1 through 5, and then issue 1 of this is like literally a direct continuation, like 5 minutes later. So
Yeah.
they could have just kept going, you know what I mean? And it's like about the same thing. It's about different version of Gwen's, but like
Mhm.
for a different reason. So
Yeah.
it's the story itself is fine. It's just annoying that it starts over again. But anyway, it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay. I see Spider Boy.
I bit into the hype. I pre-ordered a Spider-Man #7. So
And you got this version. You got this variant.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. All right. Star Wars 33 and Dream Master 4. And then finally, your last books here.
Sereno #2. Not sure if it's actually coming out this week. We'll see. We'll see. Dream Master 4 is out. You can, uh, if you're ordering from a big retailer, they probably have it on their shelves already.
Mm-hmm.
I got an Art Germ Batman 134. Really like this one.
The
And
punchline
then
cover.
yeah, Punchline cover. Can't go wrong there. And then Hidden Empire #5. This particular variant.
Cool, cool, cool. So let's stop sharing that for a minute and let's go ahead and take a look at the books I picked for this week. I picked things a little differently. I want to showcase some of the variants that are going on. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these variants that are coming out here. So, as you know, I had to go ahead get me some Amazing Spider-Man 23, the Disney variant. This is my favorite variant out of the bunch. It is the Infinity Gauntlet homage Disney variant where speaking of cats, you got Pete the cat. A lot of people didn't know Pete the cat. I didn't know Pete was a cat. Did you know that?
Pete, well, so when you say Pete the cat, I'm thinking of a totally different children's book character.
No, Pete, Mickey Mouse's arch enemy.
Yeah, no,
He's a cat.
yeah. Well, of course. Well, Mickey Mouse is a mouse, so
Yeah.
why would Pete is a cat? Of course.
And there you see Mickey Mouse as Doctor Strange, an interesting choice. But this is the first book that I know that features Spider-Man actually in a cover
For his own book.
for his own book. So what if Disney, the Infinity Gauntlet? So that book is there. Then you have the cover B of Scar #1. I thought that cover looks really nice. I love the color tone, the color scheme of this one. So I want to pick that one up. Rogue and Gambit, the Peach Momoko cover is gorgeous. I think it is a beautiful cover. Like Peach Momoko, I did have this conversation about Peach Momoko. Sometimes she's like really good, and sometimes she's like, it's like she's phoning it in. So I really don't know what's causing that. Like everybody else, I am going to pick up Spider-Man issue #7, the Roberto Ramos top secret spoiler variant. I guess it's no longer top secret. So, but we'll see. We'll see what Spider Boy is all about. Then we have Scotty Young variant of Venom. I just thought this was a cool Venom cover. And with Scotty Young, it's you never know. You never know with Scotty Young covers. So I'm definitely planning to pick this one up. Of course, codename Ric Flair I'm picking up. All right. I gotta pick me up some Ric Flair. And the 1 in 50 Tarrant Clark foil variant of Flash 796. I think this is even better than the previous one that everybody's going crazy over. I think this cover is going to be gorgeous to see on foil. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And as I mentioned to you, I do plan on picking up Planet of the Apes issue #1. So those are my books for this week. And yeah, that's what we got, man. What's your thoughts, man?
Yeah, it's an okay week. There's some things happening. I think this is the calm before the storm. What are we in April now?
Yeah.
Um, there's some things coming out sort of like the end of this month, next month that I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to.
Yeah. And okay, cool. Debbie just contacted me. I couldn't pick up because I'm on the show, and I would, I don't want to disrespect you guys, so I go ahead and I tell my wife, "Hey, honey,
Hopefully, she's not dying.
nah, she's fine. She just texted me back." All right, guys. Last but not least, before I let you guys go, I just want to share with you a few things. Let's first start with what you're doing. Are we doing something tomorrow, Josh, or what? Or we're taking a break
Tomorrow's.
still? Tomorrow's
Oh,
Tuesday.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm doing a show on Whatnot.
You're doing a show on Whatnot, so what we gonna do about Whatnot?
We're gonna sell some comics. It's gonna be great. You can come up. I've got new comics. You've got old comics. A little bit of everything. So you can find me at whatnot/Josh Cabrera.
All right. And as you can see in the screen here, if you use the QR code there, you get $15 credit off your first purchase. You could use it towards anything. Use it for Josh, man. And buy a comic book from Josh. I'm sure he has some good stuff to share with you guys, to sell to you guys. But there's your $15 credit. There's also a link in the description in case you don't have it. It's my gift to you, really. Also, if you need to get some supplies, you got BCW with 10% with utilizing promo code Izzyverse. Or if you need to buy comic books, you could go to Comic Exposure and get 15% off, also with the promo code Izzyverse. I also want to make sure and remind everybody the reason why we're going to end this show very shortly is because I'm going to be trying to get me a Batman Platinum cover. And I'm going to use my promo code Izzyverse10 to get 10% off that book. It's the first Batman foil platinum cover with the logo. It is gorgeous to look at, so I'm really excited to see if I could get it. I'm hopeful. And last but certainly not least, at 8:30, I am going to debut a new channel, a new video that I don't think I shared it with you, Josh, but it's 5 comic channels you should watch. So one of the things in our community that we really want to talk about and we want to be able to do is we want to be able to share each other's channels and really to support one another. And I'm not just saying that these channels are, friends of mine, but the reality of it is I discovered all these channels by way of YouTube. And it's Cole's Comic Claims, it's Comic Man Andy, it is Bruce and Stephanie's Comics and Comic Book Report, and finally Carlos Collects Comics. Josh, have you watched any one of these shows?
No.
You got to, man. You got to. These are 5 channels you need to watch.
You should release your videos so I can know more about them.
No, yeah, you definitely got to talk. You definitely got to see them, man. But these guys are great, man. I have a nice short 5-minute video explaining each one of these channels. Support your channels, give them a thumbs up, subscribe to them, and watch them because they are worth watching. Cole's voice is gorgeous. He has a perfect voice, man. Same thing with Dominic from the Comic Book Report. He reviews the comics so you could know what to pick. And Bruce, the energy of Bruce and Stephanie is amazing. Comic Andy, of course, another one who he's actually part of the team with CBSI on Friday, so he does part of the show with them. And Carlos Collects Comics. I was recently at his show, so really good guy. He's over at the West Coast area. But go check these 5 channels. Go hit them up. I'm gonna put a link in the description on this video. But this video will debut today at 8:30, so go check it out. I'm gonna try to make sure I'm on it as well, so that I could chat with anybody as they're watching. But it's a short 5-minute video. It's not a long video. With that said, Josh, where can people find you?
Y'all can follow me on Instagram /Cabrera_Josh.
All right. And you guys know where to find me. Izzyverse NYC. We got a lot of stuff going on. Go check out all the different types of channels that are out there. S. Vaughn is doing his show right now. You could go to that side and go watch his show right now. Support each other. Make sure you again. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot to mention this week I should be revealing the winners for the March giveaway. I have the Batman, the signed Batman by Jim Lee. I also have the Incredible Hulk. Let me show it one more time in case you guys didn't see it before. This is original sketch of Incredible Hulk, issue number 50. I'm giving this away. This is an original drawing, guys. Look at that drawing. Josh might want it.
Super rare.
Yeah. This is a 1-in-1. So, and I got some more that I'm working on right now, but go check those books out, guys. It's been a blast. I've been enjoying the show. I'm enjoying making the show, and I'm looking forward to more stuff coming up. So, with that said, guys, until next time, Excelsior.